Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to unpack a poem that seems simple on the surface but tells this incredibly powerful story about pride, love, and really what it actually costs to win. Okay, let's just dive right in with the very first line. It's so simple, but it's doing a ton of work. Words like gallant and fine. They immediately set up this heroic, almost noble vibe for our main character. We know right away this isn't just any horse. This is a legend in the making.
So first things first, let's meet this champion. The poem doesn't waste any time at all building him up. He's described in terms that are, well, pretty much regal.
I just love this phrasing. You see that repetition of "he stood there"? That's totally on purpose. It's meant to create this image of absolute stillness and power. You could almost picture him, right? Just standing there, super confident, radiating this aura of victory before the race has even started. This isn't just an animal, this is a presence. And this right here really gets to the core of who he is. The poem makes it clear his strength isn't just physical, it's complete. Strong in body, sure, but also strong in mind and strong in heart. And setting him up as this perfect, unbeatable hero, well, that's absolutely crucial because it makes a tragedy that's about to unfold hit so much harder. So you have all this strength, all this power, but what's it for? Well, a grand race, of course. We're talking the finest horses in the entire land, all gathered for one single purpose, with one shiny prize on the line.
And there it is. The stakes are crystal clear. It is a classic setup, a huge competition for glory, and it's all symbolized by this one precious jewel. This is the goal everyone is chasing.
You gotta love how the poem builds the anticipation here. It's not just, and then the race started. No, we get walked through the whole ceremony of it. The trumpets, the horses walking onto the track, that tension you can feel at the gate. It makes that explosive start feel so much bigger.
And, just like we all expected, the champion does what champions do. He just dominates. He takes control right away, pulling so far ahead that honestly, the outcome feels like it's already decided. You'd think the race is pretty much over.
But let's be real, a story about an easy win isn't much of a story, is it? So just as we're settling in for the Steed's victory lap, the poem throws in a massive twist, a new challenger, one that's emerging from the chaos way back in the pack.
And this just lays out that sudden shift perfectly. On one side, you've got our gray steed, all alone, running this confident race way out in front. But on the other side, this white mare is creating a total spectacle, just defying all expectations, and the crowd can't take their eyes off her as she tears through the field.
And boom, here it is, the reveal that changes everything. This isn't just some random challenger. The poem drops this incredible line on us. The steed knows her. This isn't just a rival, it's his true mate. And all of a sudden, this simple race for a jewel becomes this incredibly complex test of love, of loyalty, of their whole history together.
Okay, so this brings us to the climax of the whole story. The race on the track now becomes this perfect mirror for the steed's inner conflict. The finish line is right there, and he has a massive choice to make. And with this one line, his entire worldview just flips. The jewel, the whole reason for the race, the prize he was born to win, it's suddenly worthless. Because what good is a trophy if you have to beat the one you love to get it? Winning alone, that's not a victory anymore. The tension is just wow. The finish line is right there, just 10 yards to go. A few more strides and the jewel, the glory, everything he's ever trained for, it's all his. She really pushed him, but he still got the lead. Victory is literally in his grasp. He's ahead by a nose, the tiniest margin, but he has the edge. And he makes his move. He summons every last bit of energy he has for one final, decisive push to end it. This is the moment of truth. And in that final, would-be triumphant moment, the unthinkable happens. It's a tragedy. His body just gives out. The poem is very clear about it. His heart had burst. The very thing that made him a champion, that powerful heart, both literally and figuratively, is what brings him down. So let's look at the aftermath of that shocking moment. The race is over, we have a winner, but the meaning of that win has been completely turned on its head by this loss. The mare gets the prize she fought so hard for. She crossed the finish line first. But it is the very definition of a hollow victory, one that is immediately empty, just overshadowed by grief. In her race to get the jewel, she lost something so much more valuable. See, this was the steed's perspective just before he fell. It was his big realization. A prize has no value if it isn't shared, if it isn't given out of love.
It's such a profound statement about what it really means to win.
And check out the beautiful tragic symmetry here. The mare's lesson is a perfect mirror of his. The poem uses almost the exact same words. The steed's dull and dead becomes her dull and torn. Her victory taught her the exact same truth he died for, which just reinforces that central heartbreaking theme. Even though his life ended right there on the track, the story of the gray steed, it doesn't end there. His sacrifice transforms him from just a champion into a true legend.
He achieves a totally different kind of victory, you might say, a celestial one. He becomes this mythic figure, immortalized forever up in the sky, always running that perfect race, always the champion. In losing everything, he kind of gained eternity.
And so this is the question we're left with, right? It's the whole point of the poem. The mare won the duel, but she lost her mate. The steed lost the race, but he became a legend. And it really forces us to ask ourselves, what's the real value of a prize if the cost is everything that truly matters?